Michelle Gordon, and this is Dr. Jeanette Phillips, and we're here today with another Juneteenth preview show for you. Now, most of you should know by now that we're going to be having a wonderful, exciting event right here in the city of Peekskill on Saturday, June 21st. And we are just so excited to share all of the wonderful things that we'll be doing. This event is rain or shine, so please plan on coming either way. Now, you can't talk about Juneteenth without talking about celebration, the celebration of freedom, the celebration of progress, and the celebration of Peekskill, and the role that Peekskill played in the abolition of slavery right here in the United States. And to highlight that role, we're going to be having Underground Railroad tours, which will be done by LaFern Joseph on Saturday, July 21st, before the parade begins. Now, the 9 a.m. tour is already sold out, but there's still time to book your spot on the 12 o'clock noon tour. This tour will take you through Peekskill, the different areas where slaves were kept and hidden on the Underground Railroad. This tour also includes lunch, and there will be a charge of $25 for adults, $15 for children. Those interested in going should contact LaFern Joseph directly by calling 914-382-9226 or emailing theferntree@yahoo.com. Now, after those tours, we'll have our kickoff ceremony at 1:30 p.m. at the Park Street AME Zion Church, which is on the corner of Park Street and Main. Now, you can't talk about the Park Street Church without talking about history. And Reverend Phillips is going to tell us a little bit more about that history.
Thanks, Michelle. It's so good to be here with you today. And as we look forward to our Juneteenth celebration, we're starting off the Harriet Tubman contingent that will lead off from Park Street Church. And Park Street Church in and of itself, Harriet Tubman deeded her property to the African Methodist Episcopal Zion denomination, and her home site is in Auburn, New York. For us here in Peekskill, the contingent will be comprised of members of Park Street AME Zion Church, Hudson River Healthcare's Cultural Committee, and this is a committee that celebrates many of our cultural events in Peekskill. And then, because we believe education for our youth is one of the empowerment tools, so the students from Peekskill Middle School will also be in that contingent, and that's the LEAP program, which is Learning Enrichment Activities Program. That is in the middle school, and all of the participants in this contingent will be wearing, get this now, Harriet Tubman t-shirts. Those t-shirts share a lot of information about Harriet in and of herself. As we look here in this backdrop, we see in the memory of Harriet Tubman. This was taken from the gravesite in Auburn, New York, where two of our dear friends, Alan Steiner and Glenn Steiner, made a copy of this and had this framed and sent to us. Now, in the parade, they will be, the students and the health center and the church members, they'll be singing, "Oh, Freedom." We know that you can't do an effective march speaking about Harriet, that you can't sing a song that says, "Oh, Freedom." So with that, we'll be highlighting all of the things that Harriet and this area in Peekskill really stood for in terms of being able to bring freedom to those that were enslaved throughout our history. And we're just so glad to bring this contingent and lift it up in the parade. And so be there, all of you, looking for us in that parade, singing, and you can join us in singing that "Oh, Freedom" song that was so richly endured for us in that particular movement.
Thank you very much. That is very exciting. That's so much going on, so much history, so much to celebrate. I can't wait to see the kids and the adults just all together singing and marching. That is going to be a very inspirational moment. So we hope that you join in and that you sing with them and you keep an eye out for them as they march down the parade. Now, I'm going to be emceeing this year's parade, so maybe I'll have to join in with you guys when you come by the viewing stand.
Well, we'll have to make sure that you get a t-shirt as well.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you. We have our parade beginning at 2 p.m., which is directly following that kickoff ceremony. Leading the parade will be our two Grand Marshals, Assistant Superintendent Maxine O'Connor, right here from Peekskill, and also former NFL offensive lineman Trey Johnson. We also will have amazing groups such as the Marching Cobras, who played in this year's Super Bowl. I don't know if you saw them. X Factor from Brooklyn, the Nepperhan Community Center, and you can't forget those Buffalo Soldiers,
yes.
longtime supporters of our Juneteenth celebration here in Peekskill. After the parade marches down to the Riverfront, we have a wonderful celebration planned for you. We have live entertainment, music, singing. We have Base Camp, our headliners this year, along with Old School, Vanessa and Bill duo, and Yvonne Vox. Now, I don't know if you've heard her. She actually sang for our Juneteenth fundraiser, our Toast to Elegance.
Yes.
Wonderful R&B songstress. Can't wait to see her there. We'll also have vendors selling jewelry, selling crafts, selling food. We'll have all kinds of wonderful food. That's one of my favorite parts of the celebration. We'll also have plenty for the kids to do. We'll have free face painting and cotton candy, and you're right there on the riverfront, the beautiful riverfront here in Peekskill. I can't think of a better way to spend a Saturday afternoon, and we'll be out there right up until 8 p.m. So you can just sit, listen to music, not have to worry about the kids being entertained. You can join in. We're going to have DJ Pete on the ones and twos, giving us some music to dance together, to celebrate together as a community. Now, if you're thinking, wow, this is a great chance to be a part of a community event that is so significant, means so much, and really gives people of all ages a chance to work together, then it's not too late for you to join in the celebration. If you're interested in marching or maybe even in being a vendor, there's still time to call the Youth Bureau at 914-734-8418. However, we are asking that you call before Wednesday because the parade is almost here. So, is there anything else that you would like to add to kind of share with people? Maybe your favorite part of the parade last year?
Well, certainly, this is just an exciting time, Michelle, especially for us here in the northern tier of Westchester County to highlight another year of a Juneteenth celebration. Last year, we were very, very pleased to be able to do all that we did and being able to have information for our participants to be able to connect with what the Juneteenth celebration really is all about. It's a very proud moment for us here in Peekskill to be able to have this celebration in our community. And we're just asking for people to continue to come, to participate, and certainly all of the things that you shared that's going to be happening. As we say in Peekskill through our Business Improvement District, it's happening here in Peekskill. So that's our other good point to be able to say it's happening here in Peekskill.
That's great, Reverend Phillips. So once again, that's Saturday, June 21st, rain or shine. We've got the Underground Railroad tours starting at 9 a.m. and then again at 12 noon. Now these tours also include lunch, so keep that in mind. For more information on the Underground Railroad tours, please contact LaFern Joseph. Now you can email her at theferntree@yahoo.com, or you can call her directly at 914-382-9226. Following the Underground Railroad tours, we'll have our kickoff celebration, which will be at the Park Street AME Zion Church. Following the kickoff, we will immediately begin our parade. Our parade will be led by our two Grand Marshals, Assistant Superintendent Maxine O'Connor, who has worked in the City of Peekskill School District for many years. She's been very dedicated to the youth of Peekskill. She's been very involved with the Peekskill Youth Bureau, and actually she served on our Peekskill Juneteenth committee also a few years. So we're very excited to have her leading us off. We will also have former NFL offensive lineman Trey Johnson. Now, Reverend Phillips, Trey Johnson, that name is familiar. Did he come through Peekskill at some point?
Well, as they say, I'm glad you asked me that because Trey's family lived next door to Park Street Amy Zion Church. Robert Green and Armenta Green are his grandparents, and his grandmother still resides there at that home address. Trey attended Peekskill schools, certainly a product of this community. So we're excited that not only him serving as a grand marshal, but he'll be right there in the neighborhood where his grandmother actually resides. And so we're very pleased to have this become part of our history. His grandfather also was a member of Park Street Amy Zion Church. So his roots really go way back in terms of being part of our history as Park Street celebrates its legacy in the community as one of the first black churches to be established and incorporated in the city of Peekskill.
Wow, that's such a beautiful thing. And then he goes off to the NFL. For you football fans, he played for the Washington Redskins and for the Cleveland Browns. And now he's teaching and giving back to his community and taking time out of his busy schedule to come back to Peekskill, who helped raise him.
That's right.
That's a beautiful thing. That's the way you do it. We will also have in the parade the Marching Cobras. Now, the Marching Cobras practice in White Plains at the Slater Center, and I know they're going to be good because I was recently in White Plains and heard them practicing outside. They also performed at this year's Super Bowl, so I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the parade this year. We also will have X Factor coming all the way up from Brooklyn. Now, you know they've got to be giving us something good if they're coming all the way from Brooklyn. We have the Nepperhan Community Center, who has joined us in previous years. We're so excited to have them back. And then, as always, we know that we'll be hearing the revving of the engines as the Buffalo Soldiers get geared up for this year's parade as well. The parade route, for those of you who may be wondering, will begin right there on Park Street. We'll be making a right onto Broad Street and then a left onto Main Street. From there, we'll be making a left onto Division Street and then a right onto South Street. Now, this is actually where the viewing stand will be, on the corner of South and Union. So if you're looking for a good spot to get to hear who everyone in the parade is, and to get to see the band stop and perform, and to get to see me as your MC, then come on down to the viewing stand. But make sure you get there early because it is going to be packed. Once the parade ends down at the Riverfront, we have a very exciting show planned for you. All kinds of live entertainment. We've got Base Camp, our headliners this year, along with Old School. We've got the Vanessa and Bill duo. And then we've got the lovely Yvonne Vox, who sings beautiful R&B.
Yes.
I just love her voice. We're going to have something for everyone. We're going to have vendors selling jewelry and crafts. We're going to have people selling food. Chef Alamin, I know, is coming. He's all over Westchester. I can't wait to get online. He always has that long line. Get there early and get online so you can get your fish. We're also going to have free cotton candy and free face painting for the children. So there's something for everyone. It's going to be just a lovely afternoon of great food, great folks, and tremendous fun. So we hope that you can join us. Aside from being just such a rich educational opportunity for you and for your children to learn about the role that Peekskill has played in the abolition of slavery and just the meaning of Juneteenth for us as a country all together. It's just a wonderful opportunity. And then you come out and dance a little bit. You can eat the fried fish because you're going to dance it off with the cha-cha slide and everything else that DJ Pete is going to have going for us. So don't forget, if you would like to be involved by marching in the parade or by being a vendor, please give us a call at the Peekskill Youth Bureau, 914-734-8418. And please call before Wednesday because the parade is on the 21st and we're going to be ready to go. Hope to see you there. So we would definitely like to thank Reverend Jeanette Phillips for coming out today and for sharing such rich historical information with us. Thank you so much.
And Michelle, I'll look forward to seeing you there passing the reviewing stand as well. I didn't get to say to you before, but I will be, as I'm told by Valerie, in a convertible.
Ooh.
So there you go. And
Nice.
I too will be sporting my Harriet Tubman t-shirt along with Reverend Howard Phillips. So we look forward to being a part of this rich celebration again. And thank you so much.
Wow, convertible, too cool for me. I cannot wait to see you. Thank you, everyone, and we can't wait to see all of you on Saturday, June 21st.